Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This can be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates and please leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, simply email me and I will hook you up. All are welcome to the channel and all contributions are highly appreciated. Tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. So therefore, don't take it personal. Take the bitter with the sweet. Easy come, easy go. Make sure you tell a family friend or you know to come on over to the channel so they can be privy to these spiritual notifications. There is enough space in this place for everyone to be notified, okay? I have the dream interpretation deck today, and I have 21. The 2 and the 1, equaling 3 in numerology, excuse me. And it says books, okay? And so right away, collective, I'm picking up on someone who is very wise, very smart, very intellectual, someone who loves to study and loves to learn. You're like a sponge, just like they say that children are a sponge when they are a toddler, throughout their youth. You love to learn. You're someone who enjoys learning new things. And so you're not closed off to, new ideas, new ways of being, doing, and thinking. And you could be someone that's possibly learning a new skill, a new trade, a new hobby. Okay. And you could be learning this amongst others who are, have the same area of interest as you. Okay. And you're very passionate, enthusiastic about learning. And when it comes to asserting ourselves or things we choose to indulge in, we all have different reasons for why we want to participate or why we want to be involved. Some people follow different paths for many different reasons. Some because it is their destiny. They've been calling to do it. Some may follow a particular path because maybe they want to be world renowned. Maybe they like the attention. Maybe they're focused on building their status. Then there may be someone else, once again, they love to be known or love to be seen. And so people have different reasons, collective, for why they engage or assert themselves in different areas of their lives. Okay. But I feel whatever the skill or trade is, no, it does not have to be tarot, but it may be. You could be a divination reader. Okay. You could have a spiritual practice, but put this energy where it resonates for you. This project is like a passion project for you, meaning this skill or this trade that you are taking up, that you are learning. This is something that does not feel like work to you. Okay. This could be something, maybe you're a chef, maybe you're a cook. There are people who complain about cooking, and there are some people who love to cook. There are people who will tell you when they cook, they feel better. I have actually met several people and had heard people say, when I cook, I feel good. It just lifts my spirits. Then I've met also a lot of people say, I don't like cooking. It's a lot of work, so it's different for everyone, but you love learning new things. Okay. I see someone who does love to read books. I've been picking up on this energy for a couple of days, and your knowledge and your wisdom is expanding. Okay. And the people around you are noticing that your knowledge is expanding. Okay. And knowledge applied over time turns into wisdom. And so at the beginning, everything was fine and great. Maybe family and friends were applauding you, saying, go, we're proud of you. But as you move forward, they're seeing how serious you are about this craft and about this skill. And it's starting to ruffle and irritate some people's feathers. You are starting to give off an energy that people feel intimidated by. And so this is a them problem. This is not a you problem, but Spirit just giving you this notification through this read to make you aware, so be prepared and be mindful that everyone is not always going to be rooting for you and cheering you on, but do not allow that to discourage you, collective, and you know who you are. And it doesn't matter what your skill or your profession is. It's going to be different for everyone that is watching. So put it where it resonates for you. Okay. And do not force this reading to fit. But the more that you increase your knowledge, your skill. Maybe you're learning a trade, whatever it is. You could be learning how to do hair. You could be in barber college, cosmetology. You could be learning how to lay acrylic, do nails, okay, whatever it is. You could be a mechanic. Maybe someone is showing you how to drop those engines in the car, okay, or maybe someone is showing you how to master your barber skills or how to be a top tier tattoo artist, whatever it is for you. The more that you work on progress, it's starting to create a lot of intimidation for people. You're like a bright light in a dark room. So much so because it's your energy, so much so because you're passionate about what you're doing. It's part of your mission and it's part of your path. You're not someone who's asserting yourself where you don't belong. You're not someone who's asserting yourself to get attention. You're not looking to be world renowned. If it happens, it happens, but that's not your reasons for being, doing, and existing in your craft. And so there are people starting to become jealous. There are people who are starting to project negative energy. And so Spirit is saying for you to be mindful, make sure you're practicing spiritual hygiene, make sure you're protecting yourself in whatever way that is best for you. It's different for everyone, and make sure you're doing your cleansing on a regular basis, because there could be some people projecting onto you. If it's on social media, could be, but you may not have a platform on social media. It could be in the community. Maybe you're someone, I'm picking up also someone who decorates cakes, who does bakery goods. Okay, you could be a fabulous baker. You know how to design those cakes. Okay, and people could become jealous or envious because maybe your clientele is picking up. There's positive things being said about you, and this is not a you problem. This is a them problem. But once again, Spirit is just making you aware. Okay, so be aware that there are some people who are not applauding you, but this does not mean for you to stop what you are doing. This does not mean for you to dim your light or turn down for any reason. This is just to make you aware, to make sure you're cleansing and protecting yourself. And any energy that comes off is not settling or for your highest good. Spirit is saying it's okay for you to separate from it. You don't have to be, have any survivor's remorse as you progress forward, because I see you maybe gaining more clientele, gaining more notoriety, more conversations, people speaking good about your brand, about your name. He is a good, the collective's a good barber. The collective can do that hair. I love when the collective do my hair. They grew my hair back, or it could be anything. You could be a landscaper. Oh, he does wonderful job. You should see my neighbor's yard. Okay, or they cook wonderful food, whatever it is for you. Okay, or if you are on social media, someone could be watching your numbers and competing and comparing. This could be someone that you do know that you no longer deal with, or someone you don't know. But Spirit is saying for you not to stop, collective. The goal of this message and this card, and I haven't pulled any more, but I'm going to pull more, is for you to keep going. Know that it's part of the polarity here in the matrix as humans. This is how they get down. The more that you work towards progress and success and doing better, thinking outside the box, doing something to help yourself, there's going to always be that opposing energy. But the goal is for you not to allow it to hinder you, not for you to allow it to make you feel inferior. Know that you are superior and make sure that you continue to rise and move forward. Let nothing get in your way. It is okay to take a break. It is okay to relax and pause for a moment, but make sure that you get back to it, because Spirit is saying you can get through it. And don't let a hater stop you. Don't let a person throwing evil energy your way stop you. Continue to pay it no attention. Stay focused on your craft and yourself, because whoever you are, once again, you're very passionate about what you do. You love what you do. You can do this in your sleep. It does not feel like work to you. And it's in your energy. It's in your aura. It's in your presentation. It's in your walk. It's in your talk. It's in the way you, in your skills, whatever skill or trade or hobby or gift that you have. People hear it, they see it, and they feel it. People hear it, they see it, and they feel it. And they don't like it, but there's nothing they can do about that, okay? There's nothing they can do about that. So Spirit wants you to be wise, okay? Be the wise one and continue to stay focused on you. These people are put in the path and on your mission just to increase your tenacity and build and increase your wits about yourself and to strengthen you, because you're going higher and higher and higher, okay? But What's making you successful is what the onlookers don't know. It's about your intentions. You're not involved in this to compete. You're not involved in this for notoriety or looking for fame or clout, or you're not trying to outdo anyone. This is part of your mission. This is part of your destiny. This is who you are. This is you standing in your authenticity. And maybe people from your past knew you when you were living out of your shadow side. And now you've made changes and they don't like to see you on the bright side. And see, now they don't have control of you. They don't have control of you. They don't have access to you. And this collective is pissing people off. Okay. The first card we have here is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands are waiting, for your ships to sail in, waiting for things to arrive. You no longer have to wait. You are no longer in the waiting position. You are no longer, looking for the approval of others. You have chosen to call judgment on yourself, on your own life, and to progress forward wholeheartedly. And you're doing it with confidence. Okay. So be mindful. If in one moment you're feeling great and the next minute you're not and you don't know why, that is not your energy, okay? There are people hoping and wishing for you to be and remain in the Ten of Swords. They want the old you back. They want the past you back. The one maybe possibly, you were in a space and place in your life where people did have control of you. Maybe you were naive or gullible. It happens. It's called life. It's called learning lessons, okay? Maybe people, had access to you. Maybe they were able to control you. Maybe they were able to use you or take advantage and they don't like it. Maybe you were the one to hang out and turn up and party all the time, okay? They don't like that this new you, they want the old you back because the old you allowed them to have access and control and it's been taken away from them. It is gone and you're not looking back. So much so, that's why the sun is shining on you. This is a high card in tarot. This is prosperity. This is good news. The sun is shining on you and people know it. The karmics from your past who don't have access to you, they are fully aware of who you are and where you are headed and they don't like it, but there's nothing they can do about it. There's nothing they can do about it. And so any weapons that they try to form will never, ever prosper. It will just boomerang back to them when they're handling their business, when they're going through different experiences in their relationships, in their situationships, in their finances, in their homes, etc., etc. So the energy they put out will always return to them because collective, you're very focused on yourself. You're very focused on your craft. You're interested in learning new things, things that will help you grow, things that will help you excel. There are people who could be calling you phony, calling you fake. No, you're not who you used to be. They don't like that they don't have access and they don't have control. So what they have to do now is try to control the narrative by just throwing anything out there. Okay. These are also people who could be maybe slandering your character, your name, possibly trying to get people not to service you, not to patronize you, not to look your way, but it's not working. The more hate they try to project and spew towards you and your endeavors and your missions because you were divinely called, you are on your path. This is on unwarranted energy. So it's going back to them. And the more slander they try to put on your name, people are starting to side eye these people. They're giving them the fisheye. They want to know, people want to know, why is the collective name is always on your lips? This person has nothing to do with you. So what about the collective's past? This is now, that's then. This person has nothing to do with you. Why are you so focused on them? And so the repetitive energy of trying to spew hate on your name or towards you is starting to make them look like a clown. And so many of these people are left, with egg on their face, looking cray-cray. People are wondering, why are you so focused on the collective? This person has nothing to do with you. The next card we have here is the Fool card. You're very confident. Your confidence is what has led you to make this change in your life. You could be someone who has stopped maybe smoking. Maybe you stopped drinking. You've changed some things in your life. Maybe you're in a gym, you're lifting weights, or maybe you're losing weight. Okay. Maybe you started a business. Okay. You've taken on some kind of skill that has inspired you to want to self-elevate your life in many different areas. Okay. And so the old you is gone. And the reason that people are speaking against it, because once again, they don't have access and they don't have control. And they know that it is over. They know that it is done. Okay. And so the next card we have here is the High Priestess. Okay. And so this is your energy. You uphold and obtain a lot of wisdom, as I just said at the beginning throughout the whole read. You do a lot of studying, a lot of reading. You are an open-minded person, not naive or gullible, but you don't mind learning new things. Okay. You could also be someone whom you could be in a public setting of total strangers. And if you had someone with you and people start talking about a variety of different topics, you're able to engage. You have a lot of a range of intellect. Our spirit is saying a range of intellectual abilities when it comes to socializing in a public setting. So much so, if you have someone with you or they saw you, they look and say, how do they know that? How does the collective know all these things? How do they know about astrology? Or how do they know about the deities? Or how do they know about herbs? And how do they know about vegetables? And, those kind of things. And so people could be shocked, because you do not look like what you have been through, collective. And people are shocked. You're very to yourself. You're very quiet. You only speak when necessary. And that is for a reason. I get it. Okay. You are preserving your energy and protecting yourself. And so you only speak when necessary, but whenever you do speak, people are very shocked at the wisdom and the knowledge that you withhold. Okay, so lots of positive energy here. I see you're independent. You could be someone who lives on your own. You could also be a single parent. You may not be a single parent, but I see someone living on their own and just doing their own thing. There's a whole lot of new energy. You don't deal with anything from your past that is of negative or toxic energy. Okay. And these people may be passing judgment and may be telling themselves lies, because people will tell themselves a lie, because a lie does not like the truth. A poetry that I just posted, you should check it out. A lie does not like the truth. And so people will tell themselves anything to control or steer the narrative. Okay. They know why spirit is saying that you no longer deal with them. They know why it doesn't need to be discussed. It doesn't not need to be talked about. I don't have to say leave them where they are, because I don't see you turning back to these people. This could be family, this could be friends, this could be your ex-woman or your ex-man. Okay. And so the next card we have here is the Knight of Swords. And so you are fighting to maintain your peace and maintain your stability, your happiness. Well, I'll just say peace, because with the word peace, a lot falls up under peace. Having peace means that you're comfortable, you're stable, in my opinion. This is my opinion. You're comfortable, you're stable, you're financially stable, and without peace, you have nothing. Okay. And so you're protecting your peace, with this Knight of Swords energy, and you're letting no one interrupt it. Okay. As you should, standing your ground. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the next card we have here that we're closing out with is a beautiful Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is one cup from the 10. Okay. Okay, this is limitless, not limited success and continued abundance and prosperity flowing onto you, not just in money, but in your health, in your well-being, being able to maintain, and receive relationships with an equal reciprocity, not one-sided situations where people are looking to plot, plan, or strategize against you, not relationships where people become jealous because maybe you take on a new skill or a new trade, or you make a change for the positive. No more of that. This is new energy. This Nine of Cups energy is the energy of you being able to rest and rejuvenate. You've been through so much in your life. You have earned this position, collective. You have earned it, and it's well deserved. And so Spirit is saying, this is your time. This is your season. This is your moment. Do not have survivor's remorse. Leave those people where they are at. There's no need to have a conversation about the past. There's no need to meet up with anybody about the past. And there's no need to open your door or answer your phone. Hopefully you've changed all those things. But if not, Spirit is saying, keep it moving. Okay. No one, from back there has nothing new to say to you. People will pretend like they want to see how you're doing because they want to attach themselves to you, and they want to attach themselves so they can come and see what they can find out that they can make up. Do they want to attach themselves to start some ish? That's all. People want to come and be nosy. So people will pretend like they want to come and see about you. They just really want to come and attach themselves because they are miserable and they want to find a way to try to stir up your world because they don't like the peace that you are having. But continue with this skill and with this gift. And once again, Spirit is saying this message is for you to keep moving forward. You will always have naysayers no matter who you are. You know what your tax bracket is, what kind of moisturizer you use, whether you like cocoa butter or shea butter. It does not matter, you know. It's part of the mission. Just allow these haters to make you stronger and make you wiser. Okay, so this concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.